Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are good at home. Now, in the last class from the chapter 5 Adjectives, we have learned uh, about to make adjectives from the formation of adjectives, how we can form an adjective, and by adding en, by adding ful, not like suffixes, but we use some suffixes uh, to make adjectives. So I hope you have learned these things and you are studying at home. So today from the same chapter I am here with you with degrees of comparisons, in adjectives. In adjectives, you see there are three degrees of comparisons are there. First is positive, second this comparative, positive, comparative and superlative. And these degrees of comparisons we use while to compare. Why we use to compare this? Positive degree of an adjective we use when uh, when there is no comparison is made. Positive of adjectives we use when there is no comparison is made. And comparative this degree comparative of an adjective is used when two things are compared. When two things are compared, then we use this comparative. Then the superlative degree is the highest degree, and it is used when more than two things are compared. When more than two things are compared, then we use the superlative. Positive degree of comparison, what is this? Like this degree we use when there is no comparison is made. When there is no comparison is made, comparative degree is used when there is comparison between two things. When there is comparison between two things, when we compare between two things, then we use comparative. And superlative degree we use when there is comparison between more than two things are compared, then we use the superlative, and this is the highest degree of comparison. So these degrees of comparison we will see here, and we will learn the formation of comparative and superlative, how we can form comparative and superlative degree with the positive. The first degree of comparison, with the help of that only we can form comparative and superlative degree. So what the things are there? Today we will learn only 3 points, and in the next class we will see the other points, that how we can form comparative and superlative degree. Now, by adding er to form comparative and est to form superlative. In positive degree, this is our positive degree. This is our positive, and we can make this positive degree to comparative also and superlative also. So how we can make? So here the first point is given, that by adding er, what we can add? By adding er to form comparative also. Now to form what? Comparative, we add er, and est when to form superlative. To form superlative we will use est. So let's take some examples here. Tall is given. This is a positive degree of comparison. Tall, when there is no comparison is made, then we can use this tall. And if comparison between two then we can use comparative, and when there is more than 2 is compared, then superlative. So tall. So how we can make this comparative? By adding er, it is given. By adding er, so we will write E A double L E R, taller. Tall, taller. This is positive, comparative, and now we will make superlative also. Taller, T A double L. What we can use? EST. We add EST. EST. Tallest. Tall, taller, tallest. Positive, comparative, superlative. Tall, taller, tallest. Second example. Sweet. So it is said that comparative we can make by adding er. Sweet. You write it sweet. Then add er. Sweeter. Add er. Sweeter. Now again superlative. S W double E T E S T. E S T. Sweetest. Sweet, sweeter, sweetest. Positive, comparative, superlative. Now another example. Great. 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 Then great. Greater. Greater. By adding only er. Great, greater. Then this is comparative, not superlative. G E A G R E A T E S T. Greatest. Greatest. Great, greater, greatest. This is one, we can say a rule that we can form comparative and superlative degree. First is what? By adding er to form comparative, and by adding est to form superlative. Then the second point, you see, if the positive ends in e, then only r and st are added to form comparative and superlative. Then only what? I have written here 2 times. Then what? If a positive degree, this is what positive, it ends, this word it ends with what? E. Then what we do? We will add R. We will add R to make comparative, and ST. We will add ST to make superlative. Clear? If a positive degree, if a positive we get the last letter E, then without removing anything, without removing any letter from there, what we do? We will add only R to make comparative. We will add R to make comparative, and ST, we will add ST to make superlative. Let's see by making this comparative. So wise is there, so the last letter is E. So what we do? W-I-S-E. So what we add? We add R to make comparative. So R added. So wiser, wise, wiser. This is comparative. Now superlative. W-I-S-E-S-T. What we will add? W-H-I-W-I-S-E. It is there. W-I-S-E, it is there in positive. So only we need to add S-T to make superlative. So now wise, wiser, wisest. Same noble. E is there, you see. The last letter is E. So what we do? N-O-B-L-E. L-E-R. Only we will add R to make comparative. And N-O-B-L-E what? Then S-T to make superlative. Noblest. We will add S-T to make superlative, and to make comparative we will add R. So noble, nobler, noblest. Fine. Same here, E. The last letter is E. So to make comparative we will add R, finer, and to make superlative we will add ST, finest. Finest, fine, finer, finest. This is the second point. Now the third point is, if the positive ends in Y and there is a consonant just before it, then Y is changed into I. Before ER and EST, before we add ER and EST to make positive and superlative respectively, what we do, if we get in positive the last letter is Y, and just before this Y, if there is a consonant, if this letter, the last second letter, if it is consonant, then what we do, if this letter is consonant, then what we do, we will change this Y. We will change this Y to I. We will make it this Y to I. Then what we write? ER to make comparative and EST to make superlative. Let's do it here. Busy. So what, to make comparative, what we do? We will remove this. We will remove this Y. We will remove this Y, and in the place of Y we will write I written. Then to make comparative, what we do? We will add ER. This also written. Now busy, busier. So to make superlative, what do we do? Same thing here also. We will remove this Y, then we will write I, then EST, we will use EST. Now this is superlative. Busy, busier, busiest. Now second example, easy. To make comparative, E, we will remove this Y, then we will write I, then ER. This is comparative. Now superlative, EST, easiest. Easy, easier, easiest. Now the last one, lazy. L-A-Z-I-E-R, lazier. Then L-A-Z-I-E-S-T, laziest. This is the 3 points that I told you to form comparative and superlative degree. So the first point is adding ER and EST. We can make comparative and superlative. The second point is, if the last letter is E, then to make comparative we will add R, and to make superlative we will add ST. The second point. And in the last point, if the positive we get the last letter is Y, and before that the last second letter, if it is consonant, then we will remove that Y and write in the place of Y what? I. Then we will write ER to make comparative and EST to make superlative. This is what today you have learned to form comparative and superlative. In the next class, some more points are there that we can use to make to form this comparative and superlative degree. Hope you have understood this. So what you can do, you can just write it down in your copy. I will give it you a time. Okay, you copy it down in your copy, then study these points, how we can change it. So we will see in the next class. Take a good care of your health. Thank you very much.